The Kraft Foods Company presents Harold Perry as the Great Gildersleeve. The Great Gildersleeve is brought to you by the Kraft Foods Company, makers of Parquet Margarine. Millions of women all over America serve Parquet because it tastes so good. And now, in many states, you can buy this delicious Parquet Margarine in yellow quarter-pound sticks. Yes, the same spread that tastes so good now comes in handy quarter-pound sticks already colored a rich golden yellow and ready to serve. That's Parquet, P-A-R-K-A-Y. Parquet Margarine made by Kraft. Well, for the last few weeks now, the Great Gildersleeve has been playing the role of amateur detective. A few days ago, he surprised everyone, including himself, by actually capturing a jewel thief. That night, the astounded citizens of Summerfield could scarcely believe their ears when they heard over their radios.
Throckmorton P. Gildersleeve, local water commissioner, became the hero of Summerfield tonight when he captured Gold Tooth Ferguson, notorious jewel thief. We are fortunate tonight in having this courageous citizen in our WSUM studios.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Throckmorton P. Gildersleeve.
Good evening, ladies.
Mr. Gildersleeve, step a little closer to the microphone.
Oh, closer. Oh, yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Leroy. Now sit down. That's my little nephew.
Mr. Gildersleeve,
Eh?
Summerfield is very proud of you tonight for trapping this dangerous criminal.
It wasn't so much. I just captured him single-handed, that's all.
Mr. Gildersleeve, would you mind telling us in your own words just how you did it?
In my own words, not at all. You see, I disguised myself as Eddie the gardener, and there I was, hiding in the petunia bed, when, dropped my script. Excuse me. There. Wrong page. Well, there I was, hiding in the petunia bed, when I saw this suspicious character. Well, I coolly adjusted my putty nose, then
Thank you, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Huh?
Sorry, our time is up.
What?
And now the Summerfield Bottling Works brings you Moments of Melody, featuring Mervyn Hostetter and his glass blowers.
Who? You can't do this to me. I just started. Ladies and gentlemen, there I was in the petunia bed. Oh, come on, Leroy, let's go home.
Gee, Uncle, look at the paper. They got your picture right on the front page.
Yeah, that's me, all right. And a big story, too.
Aren't you excited, Uncle Morris?
Well...
You look so young in that picture.
Well, that picture was taken a few years ago, when I was at Princeton.
Oh. I wondered why you were wearing bell-bottom pants.
Yeah, they were all the rage then.
You were so slender, too.
Oh, well, I guess I was a little thinner.
Yeah.
Leroy?
You ought to get some extra copies of the paper, Uncle.
Extra copies? Well, I might pick up a few. Well, children, Sherlock Holmes Gildersleeve still has his job at the water department, you know. Better hurry if I'm going to catch my bus.
Want some more hotcakes, Miss Gildersleeve?
Yeah, well, thank you, Bertie. Have to go to work now.
Hey, Bertie, look at this picture in the paper.
Picture?
Yeah, right there.
Who's that?
That's Unc.
Huh? That skinny man is you, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Well, Bertie, of course, that picture was taken a few years ago.
A few? Mr. Gildersleeve, when that picture was taken, even I was skinny.
Wasn't that long ago. Oh, well, gotta catch that bus. Bell-bottom trousers, coats of navy blue. Wish that old bus would hurry. These papers are getting kind of heavy. Maybe I shouldn't have bought 3 dozen. Good morning, driver.
Good morning.
Like to see one of these newspapers? Got my picture on it.
Can't read while I'm driving.
They ought to pension him off. The bus, too. Hey, who's that girl sitting back there? She's pretty. I could sit down next to her. No, that would be too obvious with all these empty seats. Besides, the bus driver's watching me. I could sit across the aisle from her, though. She is cute. Wish she'd look over here. Darn it, she won't look. Oop, you look. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, nice day, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep, sure is. You're a stranger here in town, aren't you?
Yes.
Not very talkative. Must be from Vermont. Care for a morning paper, miss? I've got lots of them.
Oh, are you a newsboy?
Huh? No. I'm not selling them. I want to give you one.
Oh.
Yeah. There you are.
Thank you.
Right, all right. Mind if I sit next to you? The sun's in my eyes over here.
Well, all right.
There, I made it. I mean, that's better. Go ahead and read your paper. Don't let me bother you.
All right.
Yeah, pretty interesting story on the front page there.
What?
Right there. Eastern jewel thief captured by clever work of local detective.
Oh.
There's the detective's picture, too.
Oh, yes.
Look like anybody you know?
No. I don't believe I know any college boys.
College? No, that's me.
What?
Well, it was taken several years ago, about 20.
Oh, I see. Why, it says here that you captured this dangerous criminal all by yourself.
Yep, single-handed.
Oh, it must be thrilling work being a detective.
Just a sideline with me. I'm really the water commissioner here in Summerfield, Throckmorton P. Gildersleeve.
Oh.
Yeah. After working at the water department, being a detective is a pipe.
Well, Mr. Gildersleeve, I'll have to read this story. I'm sure it's very exciting.
Well, the newspaper left a lot of it out. I could tell you the real story.
Well, I'd like to hear it.
Good. Well, first I disguised myself as the gardener, and there I was, hiding in the petunia bed.
Yes?
Well, suddenly I...
Oh, excuse me.
Huh?
I have to get off here at Hogan Brothers.
What?
Goodbye, Mr. Gildersleeve.
But, miss, young lady...
Better look next time, Buster.
Let me off at the next corner.
Good morning, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Good morning, Bessie.
Oh, I've been reading about you this morning. You're a regular hero.
Yeah, thank you.
And I saw your picture in the paper, too. Gee, you look cute in bell-bottom pants.
Yeah, well, better get to work.
Here's the morning mail, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Thank you, Bessie. Just put it here on my desk. Don't feel like working today, Bessie. Bessie, something very unusual happened on the bus this morning.
Oh, did a man get up and give a woman his seat?
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. No, Bessie. Something wonderful happened. I met the most beautiful girl.
Oh.
Yeah. Just the kind of girl I've always dreamed of meeting. Sweet, attractive, lovely smile. But we met for just a fleeting moment, Bessie. Then she folded her tent like the Arabs and silently stole away.
She had a tent on the bus?
Figure of speech, Bessie. Longfellow.
Oh.
I'll probably never see her again. Well, that's life. Let's face the task at hand, Bessie. I'd better open the morning mail.
Yes, sir.
I'll answer that. Summerfield Water Department.
Mr. Gildersleeve?
Yes?
This is the girl you met this morning.
What? Oh, the girl on the bus. Well, I didn't expect you to call, so, hello. How are you?
Oh, Mr. Gildersleeve, I'm so glad you're there.
What?
I need your help.
You do?
Yes.
I'll be right over. I mean, where are you?
I'm at Hogan Brothers. Oh, just a minute.
What's the matter?
There's a man coming over here. Oh, goodbye.
Hello. Hello. She hung up.
What?
It was the girl on the bus.
It was?
She's at Hogan Brothers department store, and she needs my help.
Well, maybe she wants you to help her carry her packages.
Yep. No. Bessie, she's in some kind of trouble. That's why she called me. I told her I was a detective.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Bessie, it looks like the great Gildersleeve has another case. Not very crowded in Hogan Brothers today. Oh, well, things are bad all over. Should be able to find her if she's still in here. I don't see her. Now, let's see, Gildersleeve. You're a detective. You should be able to figure this thing out. She hung up when she heard that man coming. Why was she afraid of him? Maybe he was a gangster. Wonder if he's still lurking around here. Oop. There's a funny-looking man in that phone booth over there. I'll sneak up on him. He might be the one, all right. He's probably got a gun. I'll just see if he's coming out.
Well, hello, Gildy.
Oh, Judge Hooker.
Well, what's our great detective doing here at Hogan Brothers?
Well, if you must know, Judge, I'm on a new case. I'm trying to find a woman.
Oh, that's nothing new, Gildy. You've been trying to find a woman for years.
I tell you, Judge, this is something serious. I met this beautiful girl this morning. She phoned me from here a few minutes ago. Then she suddenly hung up. You know what I think, Judge? I think a gangster is after her.
What?
Well, she said there was a man... Judge.
Yeah?
Look at that man over there.
Where?
Right there. He looks mighty suspicious to me. What's he sneaking around here for? He keeps walking up and down that aisle.
You big boob, that's the floor walker.
Floor walker? Oh, yes, I didn't see the gardenia in his buttonhole.
What a detective. Goodbye, Sherlock Nobody Holmes.
Oh, dear. What could have happened to that girl? I looked in every department in Hogan Brothers. I know she's in some kind of trouble. If I could... Whoop! There she is, coming out of Peavy's. Oh, miss! Miss! Here I am! Oh, she got on that bus. Miss! Miss! Darn it, she got away. Now what am I going to... Say, I wonder if she said anything to Peavy. Peavy!
Well, hello, Mr. Gildersleeve. What can I do for you?
I just saw that girl come out of here.
Oh, that's so? She's rather attractive, isn't she?
Peavy, there's a man after that girl.
Yeah? I bet I know who he is, too.
No, Peavy, you don't understand. This is important. I've got to find that girl, and you can help me. I want to cross-examine you.
How's that?
Cross-examine. That's the way we detectives piece things together.
Oh.
Now, let's see now. Let's start from the beginning. How did she look when she came in?
Pretty good.
I don't mean that. Did she look worried?
Well...
Didn't look worried.
I didn't say that.
And she did look worried?
I didn't say that either.
Well, let's skip it. When she came in, did she say anything to you?
Yes, she did.
What?
She said, give me a cup of coffee.
Is that all?
That's all. No donuts, just coffee.
Peavy, I don't care about the coffee.
I guess she didn't either. She only drank about half of it.
All right. Now, look, I've got to get some information about that girl, Peavy, some clues. When she walked out of here, did she leave anything? Think, Peavy. Concentrate.
Well, come to think of it, she did leave something.
She did? What?
She left a nickel for the coffee.
Peavy, you're a big help.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't either. I've got to find that girl.
Doctor, lawyer, merchant, chief, rich man.
Birdie, what are you doing? Counting buttons?
No, sir, Mr. Wall. I'm counting the people I know who like parquet margarine. Judge Hooker, he's the lawyer. Merchant, that's Mr. Peavy, and then there's some...
Well, it doesn't make any difference who you name, Birdie. Everybody likes things that taste good. And believe me, parquet margarine is delicious.
I know it, Mr. Wall. Last night I used parquet in a casserole dish, and I thought Mr. Gildersleeve would never stop eating. My, you should see that man
Well,
waiting.
Gildy likes things well-flavored, all right, and he feels pretty strongly about economy and quality, too.
And parquet pleases him both ways. You should see that man waiting.
Parquet margarine pleases everybody when it comes to economy and quality. After all, it's the margarine of Kraft quality. It's made from only the choice products of American farms, and every delicious pound is enriched with 15,000 units of essential vitamin A.
And when you stop and think that parquet costs only about half as much as the most expensive spread, my.
Yes, Bertie, you can go right down the list. The wives of all kinds of men from all parts of the country, they all like the quality and economy of parquet.
Doctor, lawyer, merchant, why, everybody likes parquet margarine because it tastes so good.
That's Parkay, parquet margarine made by Kraft. And remember, in many states you can buy parquet in yellow quarter-pound sticks. Well, it looks as though the great detective Gildersleeve is on another case, a very mysterious one. Who is the girl on the bus? Who's she running away from? And why did she disappear? That's what the great Gildersleeve would like to know.
Just can't understand this thing, Bessie. I wonder what kind of trouble that girl is in.
I don't know, Mr. Gildersleeve.
What made her run out of Hogan Brothers department store like that?
Maybe there was a sale across the street.
Thank you very much, Bessie.
You're welcome.
Well, I guess the best thing to do is wait here at the water department. Maybe she'll call me back.
Mr. Gildersleeve.
Yes?
While we're waiting, can I go down and get a malt?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
How can that girl drink so many malts? Guess I ought to do some work. But how can I? Keep thinking about that girl on the bus. Wonder if she really is in trouble. Yeah. All this excitement is wearing me out. Might as well lean back and relax for a while. Lean too far. My head. I can see stars. Well, there's the Big Dipper. I hear music, too. Pretty. Better get up. Have to get this chair fixed someday. My head feels funny. Wonder who that is. Come in.
Mr. Gildersleeve.
It's you.
Yes. Are you alone?
Alone? Yes, Bessie's getting them all.
Good.
I looked for you at Hogan Brothers.
They might be listening.
They?
Yes, Mr. Gildersleeve. I must talk to you.
Of course. Sit down.
No, there's no time. They're after me.
They are? Who?
Blackie Nolan and his gang.
Blackie Nolan?
Yes, I got away from him this morning. He's after this package.
Oh, he is?
It's very valuable. Blackie would do anything to get it. He'd even commit murder.
Murder?
Yes. Will you keep it for me?
What? Me? Well,
Oh, you will do this for me, won't you, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Give me that package.
Oh, Mr. Gildersleeve, it's wonderful of you to do this.
Well.
You are very sweet.
Oh, shucks.
I should reward you with a kiss. But I haven't time. Goodbye, Mr. Gildersleeve.
But, miss, when will I see you?
Tonight, meet me at Hogan Brothers at midnight.
At midnight?
The side door will be open.
But...
Please don't fail me. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, brother, how do I get into these things? Hogan Brothers at midnight. And she said Blackie Nolan would commit murder to get this package. Well, anyhow, she's safe. She hasn't got it. I've got it. I've got it.
Well, it's 12 o'clock, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Yes. Thanks for coming with me tonight, Bessie.
Oh, that's all right. I wanted to come to Hogan Brothers anyhow.
What?
Well, they're having a hat sale tomorrow, and this is a good time to pick one out.
Oh, my God. pick out a hat at midnight?
Well, sure. And if I find one I like, I'll leave a deposit with the night watchman.
Bessie, we're supposed to be solving a mystery.
Oh, yes. And isn't it exciting? Just like one of those mystery programs on the radio.
Hmm?
Well, you know, the private eye and his girl assistant. Of course, this is different. And those girls are always dumb.
Yeah, they're always dumb. Side door must be down this alley. Keep close to me now, Bessie.
Yes, sir.
Quiet now. Shh. Here's the door. Says employees only, but let's go in anyway.
What?
Skip it, Bessie. Come on. Oh, brother. Sure looks different in here at night. Just that little light on.
Yes. Kind of scary.
Wonder where that girl is. Don't see her anywhere. Miss. Oh, miss. That's funny. Miss. Well, she isn't here. Maybe Blackie Nolan got here ahead of us, Bessie. You may have her locked up here someplace.
Shall we go home, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Yeah. No, Bessie. She needs my help, and I'm going to find her.
Yes, sir.
Quiet now. The gang might be hiding in the shadows. Come on. We'll tiptoe.
Yes, sir.
We'll start looking on the first floor, and... Bessie, there's the gang.
Oh.
4 men with rifles. Don't shoot, fellas. Oh, they're just dummies.
We're in the sporting goods department.
Yeah. 4 men aiming at one little rabbit. Bessie, better stop and map out a plan of action.
All right.
We can sit down here on the escalator. We'll have to be systematic about this, Bessie. We have the whole store to cover, so...
Mr. Gildersleeve?
Hmm?
You want to go up to the second floor?
Second floor? No.
Well, that's where we're going.
Oop! Yep, someone started the escalator. Let's get off of this thing, Bessie. Bessie, that proves it. The gang is here. Have to work fast before they catch up with us. Must have her hidden here someplace. You take that aisle over there. I'll take this one.
Yes, sir.
Now keep both your eyes open, Bessie.
Oh, I will, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Bell-bottom flowers, oats and navy blue. Wonder where they're hiding that girl. Bessie, where are you?
Oh, I'm in the kitchenware department. Where are you, Mr. Gildersleeve?
I'm in ladies' bathing suits. Dark in here. Wonder where Bessie is now. Bessie. Bessie. Bessie.
Yeah?
Bessie's voice is Whoop. That wasn't Bessie.
I got the girl, Blackie. Good. Now let's get that amateur flatfoot.
Amateur Flatfoot? That's me. All right, let go away. Now, I got 2 girls to rescue. Where can I go? What's this? Men's suit department. I'll stand next to these clothing dummies. Good thing I've got on my new spring suit.
He's over here someplace, Blackie. We'll find him. Imagine that goof. Bringing the package right to us. Yeah. What a sucker. Over there. See, look over there in the men's department. Okay, Blackie.
Eve, he's coming over here. I'll stand real still. I'll be a dummy.
And when you find him, don't play with him. I won't. I'll slap him silly with this blackjack. Now, I know you're around here someplace, Flatfoot, and I'm gonna find you. See anybody? Nah, nothing over here but a lot of clothing dummies.
That's what he thinks.
Look at this fat dummy with the mustache. What a stomach. Must be size 48.
47.
Did you say something, Blackie? What? No, I never said nothing. Well, somebody did. One of these dummies ain't a dummy. Come on now. Come on, which one of you guys is faking? So you won't talk, huh? Well, I'm going to tickle every one of you. I'll start on the end here. No, he ain't ticklish. How about this one in a blue suit? Now, how about you, fatso? You ticklish in the ribs? Well, you're the one laughing boy.
Wait a minute.
I got him, Blackie. Don't let him have it. Okay.
What?
Mr. Gildersleeve. Mr. Gildersleeve.
Oh, it's you, the girl on the bus.
Yes.
Where am I?
Well, you're in your office. It looks as though you fell out of your chair and bumped your head.
Oh, no wonder I had that horrible dream. But you did call me and say you were in trouble.
Yes, I did. I left a package on the bus this morning, and I thought you might have found it.
Oh, is that all?
But everything's all right. The bus driver brought it into Hogan Brothers just as I was phoning you.
Oh, so that's why you hung up.
Well, I hope I haven't caused you any inconvenience.
Inconvenient? No, I like falling on my head.
Well, goodbye, Mr. Gildersleeve.
But, miss, when will I see you again?
Well, I take the bus every morning, 9 o'clock.
Ah, see you tomorrow, 9 o'clock.
Bye.
Goodbye. Better sit down. My head still hurts. Well, anyway, it turned out all right. Got acquainted with the girl. I'll see her tomorrow morning. Just lean back and think about her. God, she's beautiful. She's... Here I go again. Ouch! My head. Wonder what I'll dream about this time.
The great Gildersleeve will be back on his feet in just a minute. Have you heard the good news, ladies? In all states where laws permit, you can now get yellow parquet. Yes, parquet. The same delicious spread with a wonderful flavor now comes in handy quarter-pound sticks already colored a rich golden yellow. You'll find yellow parquet costs a little more, largely because of the federal coloring tax. But it's a real saving for you in time and trouble. Try the new yellow parquet in quarter-pound sticks. Remember, where state laws permit, you can get this delicious spread, golden yellow, ready to serve. Of course, you can still buy white parquet at the low economy price. That's Parkay, parquet margarine made by Kraft.
Good morning, Peavy.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Gildersleeve. How's the great detective this morning?
Well, Peavy, I'm through with being a detective.
How's that?
Yes, sir. I've been neglecting my duties in the water department these last few weeks.
Yes, you have.
Well, that's all over now. I'm returning to my regular work. I bet things will run a lot better in the water department now that I'm back on the job.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that.
Fooled you, didn't I, Peavy? Good night, folks.
The Great Gildersleeve is played by Harold Perry. The show was written by Gene Stone and Jack Robinson with music by Jack Meakin. Be sure to listen in next Wednesday and every Wednesday for the further adventures of the Great Gildersleeve.
You'll like this pleasant, quick way of making leftovers more delicious. Just add a little Kraft prepared mustard and you add a lot of tang. Hidden flavors in boiled ham, sausage, most any meat pop right out. Every bite tastes better. Now you can get two kinds of Kraft mustard. Salad mustard, delicately spiced for those who prefer a milder flavor, and Kraft mustard with snappy horseradish added. Have both kinds in your pantry. Then with every meat dish, hot or cold, just add a little mustard and you'll add a lot of tang. Kraft's prepared mustard.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
Kraft Foods Company presents Harold Perry as the Great Gildersleeve. The Great Gildersleeve is brought to you by the Kraft Foods Company, makers of Parquet Margarine. Millions of women all over America serve Parquet because it tastes so good. And now, in many states, you can buy this delicious Parquet Margarine in yellow quarter-pound sticks. Yes, this same spread that tastes so good now comes in handy quarter-pound sticks already colored a rich golden yellow and ready to serve. That's Parquet, P-A-R-K-A-Y. Parquet Margarine made by Kraft. Well, everybody likes to know a millionaire. And the great Gildersleeve knows one. Gildersleeve hasn't seen his wealthy buddy since they were school chums together.
Good old Benjamin Barton Clay. Of course, I used to call him Benji, being one of his intimate friends.
Is he the Benjamin Clay who owns all those radio stations, Uncle?
That's right, Marjorie. He's driving to...
Hey, maybe he'll give me a job on the radio, like a little beaver. Bad man with arrow. Ugh, ugh.
Oh, my goodness. Young man, I don't want you pestering Mr. Clay while he's here. I want you to be on your best behavior.
I always am.
Yes. Oh, he didn't write, Marjorie. I read it in the paper, and I wired and insisted that he stop in for dinner.
Oh, that was nice.
Judge Hooker and Mrs. Knickerbocker will be here, too.
Mrs. Knickerbocker?
Sure. Won't do any harm to let a wealthy lady friend like Ellen know I have a wealthy friend like Benjamin.
What's he like? Is he handsome?
Handsome? Well, Ben isn't exactly good-looking, my dear. In school, he never was as popular with the girls as, well, somebody I know.
Who?
Me, Leroy.
Oh. You mean with all that money, he still wasn't popular?
Well, Ben was the kind of fellow that girls didn't seem to go for. He was awkward, couldn't dance, had big ears.
What's wrong with big ears?
Yes. Well, in his case, Leroy, they were too high off the ground. Ben was a tall, skinny boy. In fact, I used to call him String Ben.
Oh, brother.
All right, Leroy. You children better change for dinner. It's nearly 6 o'clock.
Mr. Gildersleeve,
Yes, Bertie?
that stove's acting up again.
Oh?
All I'm cooking on is 2 burners.
Well, I'm sure you can manage, Bertie.
I do the best I can, but all I'm cooking on is 2 burners.
Yeah. Well, be sure the onion soup cooks long and slowly, Bertie.
Yes, but that's 1 burner.
Mm-hmm. And be sure the broccoli is nice and tender, Bertie.
Yes, sir, that's the other burner.
And don't forget your special hollandaise sauce.
Yes, sir, but all I'm cooking on is 2 burners.
Well, do the best you can. And keep the mashed potatoes nice and hot.
Yes, sir, I ain't cooking on 6 burners.
I know, Bertie.
I ain't cooking on 4 burners.
I know that too, Bertie, but...
Mr. Gildersleeve, you know how many burners I'm cooking on?
Yes, Bertie.
That's right. All I'm cooking on is 6 burners.
Yes, sir. And all the time I thought it was 2. Hi, George. It ought to boost my stock with Ellen when she sees I have a circle of millionaire friends, too. Well, a circle of 1.
I'll get it.
Never mind, Bertie. Stick to your burners. I asked Ellen to come a little early. Welcome to the prettiest girl from Baltimore.
Thank you, Gildy, but I'm not from Baltimore.
Getting dark outside. Come on in, Judge.
Wait a minute, Gildy. Here comes the second prettiest girl from Baltimore across the street.
Oh?
Good evening, Mrs. Knickerbocker.
Good evening, Judge.
Well, hello, Ellen.
Hello, Throckmorton. It's so nice of you to invite me.
Well, I wanted you to meet my old friend, Benjamin Barton Clay. Come on in, Ellen.
Thank you. Who is this Mr. Clay, Throckmorton?
He's the man who owns...
You wouldn't know him, Judge. He's one of my circle of millionaire friends, Ellen. He owns a chain of radio stations.
Oh?
Yeah, he's radioactive. Did you get it, Judge?
Yeah. That's a lovely evening dress, Mrs. Knickerbocker.
Yes, indeed. You look beautiful, Ellen. Very springy.
I'm glad you like it.
You bet. Marjorie, will you show Mrs. Knickerbocker where to put her coat?
Of course. Will you come upstairs, Mr. Knickerbocker?
Thank you.
Yeah, hurry back, Ellen. Ta-ta. Lovely.
Gildy,
Hmm?
I appreciate the invitation to dinner, but just why do I have to wear this tuxedo?
Well, I thought since I'm entertaining my old schoolboy millionaire friend, Benjamin Barton Clay...
Gildy, I can see through you.
What?
All you're trying to do is impress Mrs. Knickerbocker.
Now, Judge.
Hi, Judge.
Hello, Leroy.
Hey, Unc, look at the big black car pulling up in front of the house.
Oh, must be Mr. Clay. Leroy, don't peek out of the window.
Gosh, what a car. Where's the end of it?
Ellen! Marjorie, he's here. Excuse me, Judge. I'll go out and meet him.
Very well.
It is a big car. Probably has a radio station in the back end. Big fellow getting out of there, too. Doesn't look like the Ben I used to know. Mr. Clay?
Yes? Mr. Gildersleeve?
Yes? Well, good old Benji.
Well, good old Rocky.
Ben, I'd have recognized you anywhere.
I would have known you anywhere, too.
Come on in. Let me take your bag.
Oh, no, that won't be necessary. I have to go on to Dexter after dinner.
Say, you seem to have plenty of bags. Why don't you spend the weekend?
Well, thanks, but I have a deal on for that radio station.
Oh, yeah. Well, come on in, Ben. I want you to meet some friends of mine. I want them to meet you.
I didn't know you were going to dress for dinner.
Yeah, don't be embarrassed. We dress several nights a week. Some weeks.
Well, I hope you'll forgive my tweet.
Oh, sure. Mr. Clay, I want you to meet Judge Horace Hooker, Summerfield's most distinguished barrister.
Well,
How do you do, Judge Hooker?
delighted to meet you, Mr. Clay.
Thank you.
And this is my little nephew, Leroy.
How do you do, Leroy?
Hi. Hey, Unc, I thought you said he was a tall, skinny guy with big ears.
Leroy?
He looks more like a movie actor.
Well, thank you, son.
Oh, yes, he does. Just like Donald Wood. You have changed, Ben. I was just explaining to Leroy that when we were boys together, Ben, I used to call you String Ben.
Oh, that's right. And I used to call you Tubby.
Yes, that's right. Well, by George, it's great to have you in Summerfield, Benji.
Oh, it's nice to be here.
Remember the last time we... Well, here comes Ellen.
Helen? Rocky, you didn't tell me you were married.
Married?
And to such a beautiful woman.
Oh, no, Benji. She's just a friend from Baltimore. Mrs. Knickerbocker, may I present Mr. Clay?
Well, how do you do, Mr. Clay?
How do you do? Excuse me. I thought you two were married.
Oh, no. I'm unattached at present.
Well.
How about you, Ben? I suppose you're married by now.
Married? Oh, why, nobody would have a tall, skinny millionaire like me. Eh, Rocky?
Dinner served, Miss Gildersleeve.
Oh, thank you, Bertie. Well, let's all go into dinner.
All right. Care to take my arm, Mrs. Knickerbocker? But Baltimore, you say, Mrs. Knickerbocker?
Yes.
Well, we'll have a lot to talk about.
Care to take my arm, Gildy?
Oh, shut up, you old goat. Here's $1, Leroy. Take your little sister to the movies.
Thanks, Unc. Good night. Good night, everyone.
Good night, Gildy. Good night.
Well, Gildy, I must say that Bertie came up with her usual splendid dinner.
Yeah, pretty good. For 2 burners.
Bertie's wonderful.
Yes, excellent cook you have, Rocky. Now, don't let her get away from you.
No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to let anything else get away from me either.
I think that I'll take my usual chair here by the fireplace, if nobody minds.
Fine, Judge. Ben, why don't you sit over there with the judge?
Thanks. But I think I'll sit here by Mrs. Knickerbocker. If nobody minds.
Oh, no.
Mr. Clay and I have been discussing the regatta at Bayshore.
Oh, yeah.
I'm entering a new boat this year, Mrs. Knickerbocker. I was going to name her Eloise.
Oh?
Pretty name. That was my great-aunt's name on my father's side, Eloise.
Of course, I haven't painted the name on yet.
Ben, remember the good old days when we were freshmen together?
Oh, yes, yes. She's a trim 36-footer, Mrs. Knickerbocker.
Oh, I love sailing.
Ben, how about that Halloween when we put the cow in the dean's office?
Oh, yes. About naming my boat, Mrs. Knickerbocker.
Oh, Ben.
I might just christen her Ellen.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, my goodness. Ben.
Leave them alone, Gildy. I'll talk to you.
You will not.
Ben, it's nearly 9 o'clock. Didn't you say you had to be leaving for Dexter at 9? Of course, I don't want to rush you.
Oh, do you have to leave so early?
Well, I do have a deal on for that radio station.
Yeah, and you don't want to miss any good deals.
No, but, Flocky, I haven't had a chance to talk to you about old times.
No, you haven't.
So I think I'll accept your kind invitation and stay the weekend.
The weekend? Me and my big invitations.
What time is your millionaire friend going to have breakfast this morning, Miss Gildersleeve?
I don't know, Bertie. He came in pretty late. Took him a long time to take Mrs. Knickerbocker across the street last night.
Yes, sir. Want some more black coffee?
I'll get it, Bessie. I'm closer. Water Department. Commissioner Gildersleeve speaking.
This is Ben. Did you phone for me?
Oh, hello, Ben. Yes, I thought you'd like to come downtown and have lunch with me. It's nearly noon.
Sorry, Throcky, but Mrs. Knickerbocker and I are just having breakfast together.
What?
At your house.
This is my house. Ben, I want you to come to our Jolly Boys Club meeting tonight. Group of professional men who get together every Saturday.
Well, that's nice of you, Flocky, but I've always been a little shy about meeting new people.
Shy, he says.
Now, why don't you go ahead to your meeting, and I'll call Ellen and take her dancing?
No, he's calling her Ellen. Hello, Peavy.
Hello, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Give me some cigars, Peavy.
Very well. Are they cigars for yourself or your wealthy house guest?
They're for me, Peavy.
That's too bad. I've got one that's loaded.
Loaded, you have? No, I couldn't do that.
Well, I know just how you feel, Mr. Gildersleeve.
No, you don't, Peavy.
Yes, I do. I remember a fellow coming to town once and boldly taking a shine to the present Mrs. Peavy.
Oh?
She was going steady at the time, too.
She was?
And would you believe it, the bounder married her.
Married? Peavy, how could that happen?
I was the bounder.
You... Well, Peavy, this bounder is carrying things too far. After all, he is my house guest.
Yes.
Not only that, we were old school chums.
Yes.
And no old school chum should try to take another old school chum's lady friend. I know I wouldn't.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that.
Well, I wouldn't. He can't leave town too soon to suit me.
He's leaving town, you say?
Leaving town tomorrow morning to buy that radio station in Dexter. And I'm going to help him pack his bag.
Oh, there you are, Rocky.
Hello, Ben.
Your office said I'd find you here.
Mr. Clay, I'd like you to meet an old friend of mine, Mr. Peavy.
How do you do, Mr. Peavy?
I'm glad to make your acquaintance, Mr. Clay. I've heard a lot of nice things about you.
Just telling Peavy how sorry I am you have to leave tomorrow.
Oh, that's what I want to talk to you about, Rocky. Why should I go to Dexter? I'm going to buy the station here in Summerfield.
What?
Yes, I'll be around Summerfield for a long time. Congratulate me, Rocky.
Congratulate you? Oh, yes. Let me buy you a cigar.
Thank you.
Peavy, give Mr. Clay that special cigar you were telling me about.
Say, Bertie, what's up? You look puzzled.
Mr. Wall, it's that Leroy. Where does he put it all?
Put all what, Bertie?
All that food. He just finished a giant-sized dinner, and now he's in the kitchen eating bread and parquet margarine.
All boys are like that, Bertie. Give them something they really like. They can always find room.
Well, that Leroy certainly can find room for anything that's topped by parquet. pancakes, rolls, muffins, waffles.
That's because parquet margarine tastes so good, Bertie. It adds flavor to everything. You know how delicious parquet is on hot vegetables and in casserole dishes.
I sure do, Mr. Wall.
And so do millions of homemakers. They like parquet margarine because it's so economical, so nourishing, and mostly because it tastes so good. After all, parquet is the margarine of Kraft quality. It's made from only carefully selected products of American farms. Handy, too, because now, in most states, you can buy yellow quarter-pound sticks ready to serve.
And it costs only about half as much as the most expensive spreads. And that's a mighty good thing with Leroy around.
Don't worry about Leroy. He's like millions of people. He loves that nourishing, economical parquet margarine because it tastes so good. Let him eat it. That's Parkay, parquet margarine made by Kraft. Well, the great Gildersleeve invited his millionaire friend to Summerfield to impress Mrs. Ellen Knickerbocker. But the one most impressed was the millionaire. In fact, it looks like he's going to buy the local radio station and make Summerfield his home.
Oh, poor Unky. Why don't you go to the office and stop worrying?
Well, Marjorie, my work doesn't seem important anymore.
What?
I was just figuring it out. Get my water commissioner's salary. Do you know how long it would take me to become a millionaire?
Oh, now, Unky.
Saving $25 a month, it would take me 3,333 and a third years. Mr. Benjamin Barton Clay can have Ellen. It isn't worth it.
Oh, Unky, money has nothing to do with love.
Since when?
Don't be silly. Mrs. Knickerbocker has plenty of money. She likes to be with Mr. Clay because he's entertaining. While you're moping around the house, he's out showing her a good time.
Well, Marjorie...
Mrs. Knickerbocker said just this morning she wished you'd spend more time with them.
She did?
Uh-huh. They're out playing golf right now. Why don't you join them?
You mean horn in? Oh, Marjorie, millionaires don't do things like that.
Well, so what? You're no millionaire.
See, that's right. I won't be for 3,000 years. Nice out here on the golf course. Hello, Bertie. It looks like Ellen and Ben putting on the 8th green. Look at them strutting those knickers. Knickers for Mrs. Knickerbocker, I guess. Well, clothes don't make a golfer. Look at those skinny legs. I'll play circles around that bin.
Why, hello there.
Hello. Sorry, boy, we don't want a caddy.
What?
Only kidding, Throcky. Why don't you join us for a few holes?
Well, I just happen to have my clubs along.
Wonderful, Throckmorton. Say, I've missed you lately.
Oh, well, I've missed you, too.
Come on, Ellen. Let's climb the hill and tee off.
Come on, Throckmorton.
Climb the... You mean way up there?
Yes. We walk up there and drive across the ravine.
Oh, yes. Pretty steep.
You didn't tell me you played golf, Throckmorton.
Well, I haven't played for quite a while. But these things come easy for an athlete like me. I love sports.
What do you shoot ordinarily?
Well, ducks, quail, a few rabbits. Oh, you mean on the golf course?
Yeah.
Well, I don't like to brag, Ben. Quite a climb.
But isn't it beautiful up here?
Oh, yes, beautiful. Think I'll sit down and enjoy it.
Well, you tee off, Ellen.
All right.
Rocky, if you haven't played for quite a while, why don't you just walk around with us?
Now, Ben, don't worry about me. I can defend myself on the golf course.
She's driving.
Yes.
Beautiful drive, Ellen.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you.
Well, guess I'm next.
Yeah, go right ahead. I'll bet he misses it. Zeke, look at that thing go. Now it's starting to come down. 300 yards.
Good, Ben.
Your turn, Rocky.
Yes. I'll tee it up high. This driver's a little short since Leroy cut it off for hockey.
Take your time, Throckmorton.
4.
Try again, Frocky.
I guess the sun got my eyes. Here goes.
Concentrate, Throckmorton.
Oh, I will. Yeah, I won't miss again. Just practice swings. Oop. What's par on this hole?
3.
Well, that's 3. Think I'll pick up my ball and go home. Ouch! Take it easy, Floyd. I'm awfully sore between the shoulder blades.
Oh, don't worry, Commish. Little Floydie Munson studied this stuff in barber college. I got the touch of a masseuse.
You got the touch of a moose.
Hey, how'd you get the kink in your back, Commish? Stooping over, reading water meters?
Yes, Floyd.
Hey, I'll bet you had a fight with your house guest.
If you must know, Floyd, we were playing golf with Mrs. Knickerbocker.
Oh. How'd you happen to meet this guy, Commish?
Well, we went to college together.
Uh-huh. College didn't do you much good, did it, Commish?
What do you mean, Floyd?
You ain't even learned the fundamentals. Fundamental number 1 is you shouldn't trust a millionaire with your best girl.
Now, Floyd.
And living right in your own home, too. If I was you, I'd kick Mr. Gotrocks right out on his greenbacks.
It wouldn't do any good, Floyd. He's going to stay in Summerfield and buy the radio station.
He's going to buy the station here? What a sap. But you can't hear this local station across the railroad tracks.
Well, that's not the station's fault, Floyd. Radios have improved since you won that set at bank night.
Oh. Yeah? What's your set got that mine ain't got?
Tubes.
Well, I have got a couple missing. Say, Commish, why don't you tear some tubes out of your set so it sounds like mine?
What?
Then tune in your radio for 'em and blame it on the station.
Floyd, I couldn't do a thing like that. I wouldn't dream of trying to deceive my house guest, my old school chum.
Well, look at it this way, Commish. The station ain't so hot, you'd really be doing the guy a favor.
Well?
Besides, you'll get him out of town and get your girlfriend back.
Well, if I have a chance to do my old school chum a favor, I should do it.
And a boy, Commish.
That's another tube out. Yeah, probably I shouldn't be doing this, but all's fair in love and war. And brother, this is war. I'll turn it on and see how it sounds. Still sounds too good. Think I'll pull this wire loose. You could even lick a millionaire if you pull the right wires. Pull the wrong wire. That does it. Better turn it off before it explodes. Yeah, that station is terrible. Nobody would buy it. Oop, here comes Clay up the walk. What'll I do with all these parts? Better hide them behind the set. I've ruined the radio, but...
Hello there, Throcky.
Oh, Ben, come in.
I just had a game of tennis with Ellen.
Oh? Tennis now.
Our game ended 6-love.
If you have a moment, Ben, I'd like to have a little talk with you.
Fine. What's on your mind, Throcky?
Now, I know you're a shrewd businessman, Ben, or you wouldn't be so successful.
Well...
Now, are you sure you want to buy the radio station here in Summerfield? We don't get very good reception at times, you know. Now, I'd like to give you a little demonstration.
Oh, forget it. What? I'm leaving tonight. I've decided not to buy the Summerfield station.
You have?
That's right. I'll admit, Throcky, that my chief interest in Summerfield is Ellen Knickerbocker.
Really? I never would have suspected that.
I changed my mind about buying the radio station here when I found out she spends most of her time in Baltimore.
Well, then you're leaving to buy that station in Dexter after all.
Oh, no. I'm going to buy one in Baltimore.
Oh, for I give up. see the handwriting on the wall. I don't like what it says either. But I'll be a good loser. I hope they'll both be very happy in Baltimore.
Throckmorton.
Hello, Ellen.
Oh, come in.
No thanks. I haven't time. Just dropped in to congratulate you.
Congratulate me.
Yeah, I hear you're going back to Baltimore.
Where did you hear that?
Well, I heard it from Ben.
Oh, but Throckmorton, did you hear it from me?
You? But Ben said...
I said I might go back. Throckmorton, your friend Mr. Clay is inclined to take too many things for granted.
Well, he is inclined to take things.
And I don't like to be told when I'm going to play golf, when I'm going to dance, even when I'm going to eat. I like to be asked for dates, Throckmorton. So, why don't you ask me?
Me?
I'm not doing anything tonight.
Well, for... Ellen, how about a date tonight?
I'd love it. Where'll we go?
To Hogan Brothers. I have to buy a new radio.
The great Gildersleeve will be back in just a minute. Have you heard the good news, ladies? In all states where laws permit, you can now get yellow parquet. Yes, parquet, the same delicious spread with a wonderful flavor, now comes in handy quarter-pound sticks already colored a rich golden yellow. You'll find yellow parquet costs a little more, largely because of the federal coloring tax. But it's a real saving for you in time and trouble. Try the new yellow parquet in quarter-pound sticks. Remember, where state laws permit, you can get this delicious spread, golden yellow, ready to serve. Of course, you can still buy white parquet at the low economy price. That's Parkay, parquet margarine made by Kraft.
Beautiful night, Ellen.
Isn't it?
I didn't think I'd be sitting on the porch swing with you tonight.
You know, Throckmorton, I think I'm as relieved as you are that Ben has left town.
Now, Ellen, Ben wasn't a bad fellow. We parted the best of friends. He shook my hand, wished me luck, and said no hard feelings. I think I'll smoke this cigar he gave me. Yes, sir. I'll never forget good old Benji. Oh! What a dirty trick. That's the cigar I gave him. Good night, folks.
The Great Gildersleeve is played by Harold Perry, Ellen Knickerbocker by Miss Martha Scott, and Benjamin Barton Clay by Donald Wood. The show was written by John Elliott and Andy White with music by Jack Meakin. Included in the cast are Walter Tetley, Mary Lee Robb, Lillian Randolph, Earl Ross, and Dick LeGrand. This is John Wald saying goodnight for the Kraft Foods Company, makers of Parkay margarine and the famous line of Kraft quality food products. Be sure to listen in next Wednesday and every Wednesday for the further adventures of the Great Gildersleeve.
Sick burner.
You like this pleasant, quick way of making leftovers more delicious. Just add a little Kraft prepared mustard and you add a lot of tang. Hidden flavors in boiled ham, sausage, most any meat pop right out. Every bite tastes better. Now you can get two kinds of Kraft mustard. Salad mustard, delicately spiced for those who prefer a milder flavor, and Kraft mustard with snappy horseradish added. Have both kinds in your pantry. Then with every meat dish, hot or cold, just add a little mustard, and you'll add a lot of tang. Kraft's prepared mustard.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
The Kraft Foods Company presents Harold Perry as the Great Gildersleeve. Great Gildersleeve is brought to you by the Kraft Foods Company, makers of Parquet Margarine. Millions of women all over America serve Parquet because it tastes so good. And now, in many states, you can buy this delicious Parquet margarine in yellow quarter-pound sticks. Yes, the same spread that tastes so good now comes in handy quarter-pound sticks already colored a rich golden yellow and ready to serve. That's Parquet, Parkay, Parquet margarine made by Kraft. Well, another day is drawing to a close in Summerfield. The sun is slowly sinking behind the hills, and every little bird is returning to his nest. The great Gildersleeve is returning to his nest, too. In fact, he's just coming in the front door.
Hello, everybody. I'm home.
Hi, Unc.
Hello, Leroy.
Hello, Miss Gildersleeve.
Good evening, Bertie.
Supper'll be ready in just a few minutes. We got beef stew.
Beef stew. Great. Where's Marjorie?
She isn't home yet. Hubby's still out with Rodney Zimmerman.
Rodney Zimmerman?
Yeah, she's got a big crush on him.
Oh? Who's he, another basketball player?
Nah, he's a goof. He's a senior class poet.
A poet? Oh, my goodness.
You ought to see him, Unc. He's a tall, skinny guy that reads books all the time. He's a goof.
No, Leroy, if Marjorie likes him, I'm sure Rodney is a very nice boy.
He's a goof.
No, Leroy? Oh, here she is.
Hi, Marge.
Hello, Marjorie. Marjorie, her old uncle, is saying hello.
Oh, hello, Unky. See what I mean, Unc? She's as goofy as Rodney. Oh, Rodney. He wrote the most beautiful poem about me today. Who is Marjorie? Who is she? I wish I knew this mystery.
Well, what?
Lips like cherries, apple cheeks, soft complexion like a peach.
Sounds like a fruit salad.
Oh, Unky. Fairest of the fair mayhap. Rodney is a great big sap. You little roughneck, you don't understand Rodney. He's sensitive and artistic. He's a goof. He is not.
That will do, Leroy. You may go upstairs, young man, and get ready for dinner. Pronto.
Okay. Oh, Rodney! Wherefore art thou, Rodney? You little weasel.
Yes, no, Marjorie.
Well, he shouldn't say those things. Just because Rodney's different. He's sweet and thoughtful. Of course, sometimes I wish he weren't so shy.
What?
Well, we're having our costume dance at school Friday night, and I know Rodney wants to take me, but he's too bashful to say anything.
Oh?
So I invited him over here tonight. Maybe if I encourage him enough, he'll ask me.
I'm sure he will, my dear. Well, better get ready for dinner now.
All right. Oh, Rodney, he has such soulful eyes.
A poet. What next?
Excuse me.
Yes, Bertie?
Everybody ready for supper? The beef stew's done.
All right. Roses are red, violets are blue. Okay, Bertie, serve the beef stew.
Huh?
I'm a poet, too. That was a wonderful dinner. Now to light up a cigar.
Unky, Rodney will be here in a few minutes.
What about it?
Please don't smoke here in the living room.
What?
Rodney has a very sensitive nose.
Oh, my goodness.
I wonder if Bertie's got the hot chocolate and cookies ready.
Oh, I'm sure she has. You've reminded her 5 times.
And Leroy, now don't you act smart alecky in front of Rodney. Oh, he's just got to ask me to that dance. If anything upsets him, he's liable to run right out of the house.
Oh, don't worry, my dear. I'll get...
Oh, there he is. Want me to get it?
No, Bertie, I'll get it.
Be nice now, Unky. Remember, he's terribly shy.
Yes, I will. Well, hello, Rodney.
Hello. I must have the wrong house.
No. You're Rodney, aren't you?
Yes, but you're not Marjorie.
No, you see, I'm Marjorie's uncle.
Oh.
The one with the mustache. Won't you come in?
Well, I could come back some other time.
No, come in.
Well, all right.
Marjorie's right here in the living room. Marjorie, here's Rodney.
Hello, Rodney.
Hello.
And this is Marjorie's little brother, Leroy.
Hi.
Hello.
Sit down, Rodney.
Thank you.
Well, so you're Rodney Zimmerman.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, Rodney, Marjorie's certainly been looking forward to your visit tonight.
Yeah, she wants you to invite her to that.
Isn't it time for you to do your homework, my boy?
Homework?
Yes, up in your room.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Say good night to Rodney.
Night, Rodney.
Oh, good night.
Good night, Leroy. Good night, sister dear.
Polite little fellow. Well, so you're a poet, eh, Rodney?
Yes, sir.
Uncle Mort.
Well, I take quite an interest in the poets myself.
You do? Do you like Bobby Burns?
Well, it's a pretty good cigar, but I usually smoke... Oh, the poet.
Uncle Mort.
What, Marjorie?
Aren't we keeping you from your work?
Work? Why, no, I work from 8 to 5 every day. Oh, yes, of course. Excuse me, Rodney, I have some work to do in my den. Statistics. I'll just leave you two alone.
Good night, Uncle Mort.
Good night. Good night, Rodney.
Good night, sir.
He looks like a poet, all right. Needs a haircut. Well, I hope he invites Marjorie. I think I'll leave the door open. See what he says.
I'm glad you came over tonight, Rodney.
So am I, Marjorie.
I love that poem you wrote about me, Rodney.
I'm glad you did, Marjorie.
Ye gods, you'll never ask her at this rate.
Rodney.
Yes?
I've got my costume all picked out for the dance Friday night.
You have?
Yes. I'm going as Elizabeth Barrett Browning, and you'd look wonderful as Robert Browning. That is, if you were going to the dance.
Yes.
Can't he take a hint?
Marjorie.
Yes?
About that dance.
Yes?
There's something I want to ask you.
There is, Rodney.
Here it comes.
Hot chocolate coming up. Thank you, Bertie.
And here's a cup of chocolate for you, Mr. Poet.
Thank you.
And here's lots of them cookies. It'll fill you out a little.
Thank you.
Here's a little poem I wrote. If you want something more to eat, Bertie's chocolate can't be beat.
Oh, my goodness, Bertie, too.
Rodney, you were saying something about the dance.
Dance? Oh, yes. Well...
Come on, Rodney.
If you weren't going with anybody else...
Yes?
Yes?
Well, I thought maybe you'd like to...
Can't hear him. I'll just lean out of the door a little.
Well, that is... Marjorie, why don't you go with...
8 to 5?
Oh, you...
Auntie!
Hello, children. Just thought I'd drop in for some chocolate.
Uncle Mort, you made Rodney spill his all over his vest suit.
Oh, that's all right. It's a brown suit. Well, I better be going. Good night.
But Rodney...
Good night, Marjorie.
Rodney, wait.
Oh, Uncle, he was just going to ask me. You ruined everything.
I sure did.
So this young poet got scared away, huh, Commish?
Yeah.
You fell right on the floor, huh? I bet he thought it was an earthquake.
It isn't funny, Floyd.
Them poets are peculiar fellows, all right. Moody.
Yeah, they sure are.
Well, being a barber, I don't read poetry. Them guys never get haircuts, so why should I give them my business?
Yes, well, I certainly spoil things for Marjorie.
Why don't you go see this young Lord O'Brien and fix it up?
Hmm? Well, I couldn't get him to invite her. He's so darn shy.
Well, there's one thing that always works in a case like this. The green-eyed monster.
Who?
That's right, Commish. Jealousy.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Hey, you just make him think some other kid's going to take her. He'll get over that shy stuff in a hurry.
Well, I don't know, Floyd.
I tell you, it works, Commish. Why, if it wasn't for jealousy, I wouldn't be married to Lovey today.
You wouldn't?
Nope. When I was going with her, I was about to run away and join the Navy. Then I noticed some guy leaving her house every time I'd go over to see her.
You did?
Yeah. Made me so jealous, I broke down. Proposed to Lovey. After we got married, I found out that guy was just a bill collector. To make it worse, I had to pay the bill.
Well, it might work with Rodney at that.
Sure.
I could tell him that her old boyfriend, Wally Hoff, wants to take her.
That's the stuff. Lay it on thick. Tell him this Hoff kid's nuts about her.
By George Floyd, I'll do it. Wait till I see that skinny poet.
Atta boy. Can't miss, Commish. When the green-eyed monster bites you, look out.
I wonder where it'll bite Rodney.
Hello, Marjorie.
Rodney, what a surprise. Come in.
Thank you. Just thought I'd stop by on my way home from school. Marjorie?
Yes?
Marjorie?
Yes?
Marjorie, will you go to the dance with me?
Oh, I'd love to, Rodney. I thought you'd never ask me.
Well, I've been afraid to. I thought maybe you'd rather go with Wally Hoff.
Wally Hoff?
Well, you used to like him, and I thought maybe you still did.
Oh, that's silly. I don't like Wally anymore. In fact, I can't stand him.
Well, I'm glad of that, because if I thought you still liked him, I'd go out of your life forever.
Rodney, oh, I'm so excited. I want to show you my costume. I'll run up and get it.
Gee, she likes me better than Wally Hoff. I never would have thought...
Well, Rodney.
Oh, hello, Mr. Gildersleeve.
You're just the boy I wanted to see. Rodney, I've got some bad news for you.
What?
I'm afraid you've got a rival for Marjorie, my boy.
A rival? Who?
Wally Hoff.
Wally Hoff? Why, I thought she didn't like him anymore.
That's what you think.
But she said she couldn't stand him.
Well, she may have told you that, but you know how women are.
Yes, I guess I do. Rodney Zimmerman, you've been a fool. Huh?
Oh, hello, Uncle Mort. Rodney, here's my costume.
I hope Wally Hoff likes it.
What?
You don't have to spare my feelings, Marjorie. Your uncle told me how you still like Wally.
What?
Yep, I sure did.
I'm sorry I asked you to go to the dance, Marjorie.
You asked her? Oh, my goodness.
Rodney, listen to me.
It's all right, Marjorie. You go with Wally. I'll just sit in my room and read Tennyson.
Tennyson? Rodney, I was only joking.
Farewell forever.
Rodney!
Oh, Unky, look what you've done. Now he'll never ask me.
What? Green-eyed monster, wait till I see that Floyd.
Hi there, Bertie. What's new?
I declare, Mr. Wall, that Leroy just taught me something new.
What now, Bertie?
That Leroy took a slice of bread, spread parquet margarine on it real thick, and then sprinkled a little brown sugar on top and started eating.
Well, I thought everybody knew about that. Bread, parquet, and brown sugar's a wonderful between-meal treat.
Well, I tried it, and it sure tastes good. And so simple.
Parquet tastes good on everything, Bertie. It's delicious on rolls and waffles and pancakes. It adds flavor to hot vegetables and casserole dishes, too. And believe me, parquet margarine is certainly economical. Why, it costs only about half as much as the most expensive spread.
I know it's economical, Mr. Wall, but what's important to me is how good it tastes.
Well, that's important to everyone. That's why millions of women serve parquet margarine every meal. Parquet is the margarine of Kraft quality, you know. It's economical, nourishing, and delicious. In most states, you can buy golden yellow parquet in quarter-pound sticks all ready for table use.
That's what Leroy was getting into, the yellow parquet. Sure was a treat with that brown sugar on it.
It's a treat no matter how you eat it, Bertie. Parquet margarine is always a treat because it tastes so good. That's P-A-R-K-A-Y, parquet margarine. Well, it's the night of the costume dance at the Summerfield High School. But it's an unhappy night for Marjorie. Her date with Rodney fell through thanks to Mr. Fix-It, the great Gildersleeve. She's locked herself in her room, and the great man's trying to patch things up.
Marjorie. Marjorie. Dinner's ready. We're having meatloaf. can't still be mad at me.
Let me alone. I never want to speak to you again.
Guess you can. Hello, Bertie.
Oh, hello, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Dinner almost ready?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Too bad about that dance tonight. Marjorie not going.
Yes, sir. Poor little Marjorie.
Well, I'm sorry it turned out this way. I was just trying to get Rodney to take her, but it didn't work.
It sure didn't. Poor little Marjorie.
Bertie, I said I was
Everybody's going to be at that dance, laughing and having a good time. Everybody but poor little Marjorie.
Bertie?
Yes, sir. All them other girls will be there with their boyfriends. All but poor little Marjorie.
But, Bertie, I told you I was just trying to fix things.
You fix things all right. Poor little Marjorie.
I don't want any dinner. I don't know, Leroy. I don't feel like eating.
What?
Poor little Marjorie. I spoiled everything.
Gee, just because that goofy poet won't take her. Why doesn't she go by herself?
Well, you know how girls are. They don't like to go to a dance without an escort. And it's too late for anybody to ask her, so... Say, I know somebody who could take her to that dance.
Who?
Me.
What?
Well, it's a costume party, and in the costume I'd look just like a high school boy.
Are you kidding?
Huh? Well, a fat high school boy.
Oh, for corn's sake.
Sure. By George, I'll do it, Leroy. I'll go down to Hogan Brothers' costume department right now.
Put on.
Yes, sir. Tonight I'll be a high school kid again. I hope some pretty teacher takes me out in the cloakroom. See you later, Penrod.
Boy, what a character.
May I help you, sir?
Yes. Yes, I want to rent a costume. I'm going to the high school dance tonight.
You?
Well, yes, I'm taking my niece.
Oh.
I'd like to get something that would make me look romantic.
Well.
Maybe I could go as Romeo.
Sir, we don't have Romeo costumes size 48.
Oh? Well, do you have any poet costumes?
Not in your size. Mm-hmm. I'm afraid I have just one costume left that will fit you.
What's that?
A lion.
Did you say a lion?
Yes. It was used in the senior class production of The Wizard of Oz. The Cowardly Lion.
Yes.
Fatty Milligan played the part.
That's ridiculous. How can I dance in a lion's skin?
Well, just hold your partner with one arm and your tail with the other.
My tail? Now look here.
And I can't help you. That's all we have.
Well, got to have a costume. Guess I'll have to take it.
Very well. Just a moment.
A lion. And a cowardly one at that. Well, I got to do it for Marjorie.
Here you are, sir. You can use that dressing room right there.
Thanks. Not much room in here. Must have been a broom closet. Better take my coat off first. There. Now, let's see this thing. Guess I unzip it here in the back. Certainly feels heavy. I'd hate to be a lion and have to wear one of these all the time. No wonder they look so sleepy. Well, better climb into it, I guess. Oop, wrong way. Tail's supposed to be in the back. Yeah, guess I'm in all right. Well, if I can just reach that zipper in the back. Dark in here. Phew. Mothballs. If I can just pull this mouth open. Big teeth. There. Now I can see anyway. What's that? That's me in the mirror. Hey, I look pretty good. Might as well leave it on. Almost time for the dance anyway. Yep. I make a pretty fierce-looking lion, all right. Gildersleeve, king of the beasts. Wow! I think I'll go out and join the Lions Club. Bet I look funny driving this car in a lion skin. Kind of hard to steer with these paws. Uh-oh, there's a policeman standing there in the corner. He's the one that gave me a ticket last month. I'll have some fun with him. Hey, officer! What? Whoa! He even dropped his billy club. Yeah, that'll teach him. Think I'll drop in the drugstore and scare Peavy. Slam the door on my tail. Didn't even feel it. There. I know. I'll crawl in on all fours and really scare Peavy. There he is behind the candy counter. Watch him jump.
Whoa! Well, hello, Mr. Gildersleeve.
I'm supposed to be a lion.
So I gathered. What are you intending to do, Mr. Gildersleeve? Join the circus?
No, Peavy. I'm taking Marjorie to the school dance tonight.
How's that?
Well, she didn't have a date, so I'm sort of substituting. In this outfit, I'll look just like a high school boy.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that.
All right, Peavy. Say, maybe I'd better call Marjorie and tell her to be all ready, huh?
Well, there's the phone booth. Help yourself.
Yeah. Guess I can dial with one of my claws. Why do they make these booths so small? It'd be hard to get in with this lion's outfit on. Maybe I can squeeze in. The fur is slippery. Sure tight. And I'll make it this time. I'm stuck. Peavy!
Hey, what's the trouble, Mr. Gildersleeve?
What's it look like? Peavy, I'm stuck in this thing. What am I going to do?
Looks like you have to go to that dance as a phone booth.
Very funny. Do something, Peavy.
Well, good evening, Peavy.
Good evening, Judge.
Well, what's going on here?
There's a lion stuck in my phone booth.
What?
It's Mr. Gildersleeve.
Oh. Well, I was going to use the phone, but it looks like the lion is busy.
Oh, brother.
Gildy, why are you wearing that lion skin?
Because they didn't have any tigers. Just stop asking foolish questions, Hooker, and get me out of here.
All right. I know. Let's pull him out with the tail, Peavy.
All right.
Ye gods, watch it, fellas. This tail doesn't belong to me.
That'll hold, Peavy. Now, 1, 2, 3, pull.
Oh!
Oh, my goodness, his tail came off.
You fellas are certainly a big help. I'll get out of here myself. Out of my way. I've got to get home.
Oh, Gildy.
What?
You forgot your tail.
Oh, wear it yourself, you old goat. Marjorie, I'm home. Marjorie.
Uncle Mort.
Ah, there you are. In your costume, too.
Unky, what are you doing in that lion's outfit?
Oh, this is my costume. I'm going to escort you to the dance.
Oh, well, that's awfully sweet of you, Unky, but Rodney's taking me to the dance.
Huh?
Uh-huh. He phoned me and we've made up. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes. Oh, I'm certainly glad, my dear. Whew. Getting awfully hot in this lion skin. Think I'll unzip it. Darn zipper's stuck. Guess I bent it in that phone booth. Marjorie, maybe you can unzip it.
All right, Unky. It is stuck all right. Oh, there's Rodney. Excuse me.
But Marjorie.
Hello, Rodney.
Hello, Marjorie. Marjorie, lion.
That's just my uncle.
What?
Hello, Rodney.
Oh.
You look awfully handsome in your costume, Rodney.
And you look beautiful, Marjorie.
Thank you.
Marjorie, will you please unzip me? It's hot in here.
How did I ever misunderstand you?
How did I ever let you?
How did I ever get into this? Marjorie, I'm suffocating.
Take my hand, Elizabeth Browning.
All right, Robert Browning. Good night, Unky.
Marjorie, you come back here.
Come, my fair one, vision bright. Oh, what a happy, happy night.
That's what he thinks. How am I going to
Is
get...
that you, Unky?
Yes, Leroy.
A lion? Oh, for corn's sake.
Listen carefully, Leroy. I'm going to try to get out of this thing. See if you can unzip me.
Okay. Uncle won't budge.
Oh, my goodness.
Uncle, I just thought of a poem.
What?
Starlight, stars bright. It looks like you'll be stuck all night.
We'll hear from the great Gildersleeve again very shortly. Here's good news worth remembering, ladies. In all states where laws permit, you can now get yellow parquet. Yes, parquet, the same delicious spread with a wonderful flavor, now comes in handy quarter-pound sticks already colored a rich golden yellow. You'll find yellow parquet costs a little more, largely because of the federal coloring tax. But it's a real saving for you in time and trouble. Try the new yellow parquet in quarter-pound sticks. Remember, where state laws permit, you can get this delicious spread, golden yellow, ready to serve. Of course, you can still buy white parquet at the low economy price. That's Parkay. Parquet margarine made by Kraft.
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to tell you about a way you can help build national security. And at the same time, build your own security. That way is to buy United States savings bonds. You see, United States bonds are an investment in future opportunities. Opportunities like a retirement income, an education for your children, or a new home. Now, the best way to provide for future opportunities, of course, is to save regularly by signing up for the payroll savings plan where you work or the bond-a-month plan where you bank. I don't think you'll find a safer or more patriotic way to put more opportunity in your future than by investing in United States savings bonds. Thank you. Wow. Good night.
The Great Gildersleeve is played by Harold Perry. It was written by Gene Stone and Jack Robinson with music by Jack Meeker. Included in the cast are Walter Tetley, Mary Lee Robb, Lillian Randolph, Earl Ross, and Dick LeGrand. This is John Wald saying goodnight for the Kraft Foods Company, makers of Parquet margarine and the famous line of Kraft quality food products. Be sure to listen in next Wednesday for a special Gildersleeve program featuring as our guest that very popular singer, Miss Kay Starr.
You'll like this pleasant, quick way of making leftovers more delicious. Just add a little Kraft prepared mustard and you add a lot of tang. Hidden flavors in boiled ham, sausage, most any meat pop right out. Every bite tastes better. Now you can get two kinds of Kraft mustard. Salad mustard, delicately spiced for those who prefer a milder flavor, and Kraft mustard with snappy horseradish added. Have both kinds in your pantry. Then with every meat dish, hot or cold, just add a little mustard and you'll add a lot of tang. Kraft's prepared mustard.
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.